Streamline your investigative processes with MERP Systems' Investigative Case Management Solution, designed to enhance efficiency and accuracy throughout every stage of your investigation. Here is the Investigative Case Management System portal. Here, individuals can securely log in to submit a complaint. Once Adam, the complainant, logs into the portal, he selects Register Complaint to begin the submission process. Adam enters the complaint title, selects the appropriate allegation type, and provides a clear allegation description. He also indicates whether the subject is a covered person. In this case, the subject is not a covered person. Adam continues by selecting the agency and entering the subject's details, including their name, title. Then clicking the Next button. Attaches relevant documents. And then submits the complaint. Here we can see the previously submitted complaints. After submission, the complaint status is set to pending review. The system automatically generates a complaint record in the CRM system and assigns it to the case intake manager, Chad Evans. Chad receives an email notification and logs the action in the timeline for tracking. In the complaint record, Chad moves the business process flow from new/received to assessment and updates the status to review in progress. He carefully reviews the complaint details, checks the subject and supporting documents, and confirms whether the issue falls under the agency's jurisdiction. If the complaint does not fall within the agency's jurisdiction, Chad refers the case to the appropriate agency for further action. If jurisdiction is confirmed, sets the severity level, and he updates the status to converted to case. Adam gets email notification regarding the conversion of complaint to case. A new case record is now created from the complaint and automatically assigned to the chief investigator, Cindy Smith, who receives an email notification. The case status is set to investigation in progress. Cindy reviews the case details. Cindy begins by adding key case plan details, including a case scope summary, investigation objectives, applicable policies or laws, and a list of planned activities to guide the investigation. In the Investigation tab, she records the investigation start date, whether legal coordination is required, and any external agency coordination needed for this case. She also adds detailed investigation notes. Also, Cindy can add email, appointment, tasks, notes from timeline. Within the Findings tab, investigator Cindy Smith begins to document the core elements of the investigation. She can add, if any additional parties involved in the case. To document evidence, Cindy can add new evidence. Enters relevant details such as the evidence name, date collected by and type dash, such as a document, image, or video. Additional fields include the confidentiality level, a brief evidence description, and whether it is marked as physical evidence, and change the status to verified. Cindy then uploads the corresponding files to securely store them within the system. Cindy also records witnesses by selecting New Witness and entering their name, phone number, address, email, affiliation like employee, contractor, or public and testimony details, including the interview date, statement, who they were interviewed by, and the type of statement. She also specifies each witness's relationship to the case, whether they are an eyewitness, expert witness, or character witness. If available, Cindy can also upload the witness statement directly into the system for documentation. In the Appointments section, Cindy clicks on the New Appointment button and filling the details such as the required attendees, subject of the meeting, the location, and whether it will be held as a Microsoft Teams meeting. If this case is connected to any previous investigations, Cindy can associate it by clicking Add Existing Case in the Related Cases grid. Once the investigation is complete, Cindy updates the investigation completion date to close out her findings. Once the investigation is complete, Cindy clicks on the Send for Review button to forward the case to her supervisor for final evaluation. This action triggers an automated email to Brett Jones, the assigned supervisor, with the investigation report attached. Brett logs into the system and begins his review of the case details. He adds his review comments, selects the appropriate action type, and indicates whether any legal issues were identified. If necessary, he marks whether revisions are required and enters his final conclusion on the case. In the disposition details section, Brett enters the disposition status, the official disposition date, and indicates if a DOJ referral has been made, including the referral date if applicable. If administrative action is recommended, he records the type of action taken, such as suspension or demotion, along with the effective date of that action. At this time, Kevin receives email notification regarding the proceedings of the case and giving him the credentials to log into the portal. Case proceedings. Click on New Court Proceedings to enter details, such as the hearing date, presiding judge, court location, and a summary of the proceeding. We can also update the status of the proceeding as needed to reflect its current stage in the judicial process. In the similar manner, can add multiple court proceedings and final court order. Kevin logs into the portal and navigates to the case details section. Here, he can view the court proceedings that have been added to the case. To add a restitution record, click on New Restitution, then enter the restitution amount, last date of payment, and select the payment type, such as online payment. The system also allows tracking of the payment status, and an email notification is automatically sent to Kevin Briggs, informing him of the restitution details. Kevin can log into the portal and view the full restitution information, including the payment status and due date. After completing the court proceedings, the investigator moves the business process flow stage from case proceedings to case resolution. The proceedings completed field is updated to yes, and the case status is changed to closed, marking the official closure of the case. This case dashboard provides a snapshot of complaint and case activity within the system. It highlights key metrics like total cases, complaints, closed cases, and restitution amounts. Charts show the distribution of cases by status, source, type, and severity. This overview helps managers quickly understand workload and case priorities.